got off to a flying start with their 2-year-old season. The red light is now on. Set to go for the first on Oaks Day. They're off. And missing the kick noticeably is Thumper Gold. Straight out the back early. The first move is Stolen Valor with pace to burn from Never the Twain. Wiley Girl's going to lob right there in the box seat early on. Followed then by Queen Rhaenyra, who'd go to camp right behind them. Fourth, Rubik Lass pokes up near the rail. Happy as Larry. Drifting back for Staples there, trying to find a spot over on the outside from Zip Away. A length and a half investment strategy back with Thumper Gold, and dropping out last of all is WILEY Lass. 600 to travel. They leave the riverside of the track, and Stolen Valor leads the way. The favourite Never the Twain up running second, and for the moment it's got Wiley Girl tucked up in behind it. They're 2 lengths clear from Rubik Lass, who's down on the inside of Queen Rhaenyra. Over on the outside, Happy as Larry goes forward at the top of the straight though. Stolen Valor, it was in the corner first of all as Wiley Girl now shoulders out around its heels from Never the Twain. So Wiley Girl dashing through. Wiley Girl races a length and a half. Never the Twain, they beat off Stolen Valor. Wiley Girl's booted away, and Wiley Girl is going to open them right up. Wiley Girl won easily. Rubik Lass got right up on the rails late to grab second from Zip Away. It finished on well with investment strategy. Never the Twain weakening, then Happy as Larry. A gap WILEY Lass. In behind them next of all is Stolen Valor when they'd pulled up. Followed then by Queen Rhaenyra, and a long last is Thumper Gold. Wiley Girl, Patrick Carberry again. These 2-year-olds out of the yard of Simon Miller. Dominating, certainly here through the autumn. The Universal Rule affiliate, her second outing. Pat Carberry there, bullish, getting off the rails, pushing out off the back of Stolen Valor and getting between it and the favourite Never the Twain, and as soon as it did you could sense that the race was all over. Rubik Lass has got right up near the rail. Third will go the way of Zip Away in front of Never the Twain and investment strategy. But this has been a really dominant victory. Might be in the lesser tier of his absolute top brass of juveniles, but Wiley Girl has certainly put a stamp on proceedings today. She's taken a big step forward and run 1:10.40 on this humid afternoon. 1:10.40. She was scored by 2 1/4 lengths, 3/4 second and third, and 35.35 the last 600. Owned by Peter Walsh and Simon Miller, Michael Brennan, Rob Wiley, CMSMT Brennan, also the Knee Mill Syndicate, Ms. T, LC, Z, Brennan, Mrs. G. Carlson, J. Brennan, H. McGuinness, J. Brennan, M. Brennan, and M.R. Brennan, as well as Mrs. J. Thompson, Ms. E.J. Davey, and also Mrs. Karen Hume. So a big win, 5.62.9 there. She lobbed beautifully placed. Pat put her right there from gate 1. She was always going to lob in the block hole, and it was a case of getting off the fence, and Never the Twain had her right pretty much where she wanted to be, but Pat had none of that. He had the horsepower underneath of him. He was able to bullet clear and then put the race beyond any doubt whatsoever with a runaway victory here in the opening event for the day. Rubik Lass second. 2 improving runs now by Rubik from Shropshire Lass, Dave Harrison and Joey Azzopardi. Zip Away third, a Playing God Boutique gelding trained by Nev Parnham and ridden by Steve Parnham. Race 2 at 6 after 1, Tab Touch West Speed Platinum Handicap over 1,500 metres. The next on the card, clear of any changes. Well, Britt's with us in the yard, and a popular figure after any 2-year-old race so far this season has been none other than the big fellow, Simon Miller. And this is a filly who was very good on debut, but gee, she seems to have taken a quantum step forward at her second run this afternoon.
Yeah, she has. I think 1,200 metres was always going to be key, looking at her chasing on debut. She ran through the line well on that day, and a fortnight later comes here today, Simon, at 1,200, and you must be very pleased with that performance.
Yeah, and Britt, she's done a good job. Like she was immature last prep, and we just put her out off the trials, and actually got a bit cute after the first one and wanted to dodge Live to Tell at her first start. So I said, we'll hit the second one. And then she just mentally and physically had had enough, so we bunked her out. Wouldn't have won anyway when you see what Brave Halo did, but put her out, brought her back in, and it's been just a faultless campaign. Trolled up good. First start I thought was really good. Last 100 was strong. Warranted going to 1,200, and she was a lot more chilled today in the pre-parade and in the mountain yard. So she's starting to piece it together, but She's a 3/4 to Lady Cosmology, so that's where the toughness comes from.
And it's lovely, isn't it, with this ownership group, of course, out of Marcia Lady, and to be called Wiley Girl. It's very special and sentimental for the group, and it's always nice when you're able to train winners for owners who, I guess, have an emotional story with their horse.
Yeah, exactly right. And, you know, Monkey and Rob and Pete with Lady Cosmology, and then we had Marcia Lady, and obviously Marcia Lady's thrown this one, and they just got all the family involved, and it was pretty special to have everyone here, and probably more so for me, for Rob. Like, he's just a legend, and he even rang me during the week as soon as the times come out, and he said, "I got the Eagles game coming up. I think I can get there, duck out as soon as it wins, get to the pre-game speech," and then he was like, "Oh, I've got to do the right thing," so he went to the footy.
I love that as soon as it wins. There's a lot of confidence in that. Now, does this big ownership group, do they come here in 3 weeks' time straight to a Karrakatta?
I'm not sure, Brett. I originally hadn't earmarked that. I just wanted to sort of bank a Saturday win, and with the West Speed Platinum, just get the lot, and we've done that. So I suppose we're playing with house money now. We've got my stablemates to contend with. I don't know which way I'll play it yet, but I'll see what they want to do. Look, if they want to go 3 weeks to a Karrakatta, I mean, who am I to begrudge them? We'll have a look.
With that being said, if she was to go to a Karrakatta, looking beyond that, is 1,400 metres of a sires something that's down her alley?
Yeah, well, that was Walshy's instructions. Well, not instructions, but he said, I reckon if you just deviate from your big guns and aim up at a size with her, it could be the perfect tonic. So, yeah, I don't know which way I'll play. I'll let the dust settle. We're in a good position. I'm pumped, to be honest, because she's just a little filly that just kept getting bigger and stronger each prep and in the paddock, and just it's a whole family affair. There's a lot of family in this.
Good position is an understatement when you look at your 2-year-olds at the moment. Best of luck with her going forward, and well done on this win.
Thanks, Brittany. And just a little cheerio to Gemma. She's done all the work on her, and she straps her today and galloped her Tuesday and signed her off and said we're away, so she gets her tipping licence. Excellent
work, Gemma. Her tick of approval and her hard work on Wiley Girl has proved fruitful here in race number 1, where Wiley Girl has been able to go one better than that debut run when she was behind Chrisanova and hit the line nicely on that occasion, and today did everything right. 1,200 metres looked suitable, and I'll be interested to see what way they play going forward, Scott, because obviously Simon knows the strength of his other horses in his stable that are going the way of the Karrakatta, but gee, as this big group of owners, it'd be hard not to say, no, let's line up in the big 2-year-old race, but potentially even a sires. So looking forward to which way she heads.
I'd love to have the 3rd or 4th or even 5th seed at Simon A. Miller Racing at the moment. Britt, Live to Tell, Augment, Wiley Girl, Brave Strike. There's just so many good quality juveniles at the moment. They all just happen to be fillies as well, so they can't all go to the gym crack at the same time. They might have to meet somewhere along the line, be it a Karrakatta plate or a sire's produce. Paddy Carberry joins me now. Paddy, Wiley Girl first up behind Chrisanova. She couldn't have done anything more than what she did when she was chasing that really hot speed.
Yeah, in the 1,000 she was just out of her comfort zone with Chrisanova going quite hard. I was just hopeful that Chrisanova had gone a bit hard in itself, and maybe it was a bit vulnerable late. But yeah, just had a bit too much sort of speed for us over the 1,000, but was very confident going into the 1,200 with her today.
Coming into the home straight, when you're looking to get off heels, she pushes you out. She pushes Willie out of the way, or you say, girl, we have to go?
A bit of both. Willie's horse was just crabbing a fair bit, even at the 600. So as soon as Jared's horse that was in front just quickened up a bit, it just gave me a bit of an opening. I just was able to just move into that spot, and it was right on the point of the corner. So she's had that race experience under her, which makes a big difference.
3 weeks into a Karrakatta plate, Live to Tell there, probably Augments there, this filly's there, probably another one, Brave Strike out of the stable. So it's a nice position for Simon to be in.
Yeah, he's got him going good. A lot of these ones all went shin sore and had to go out, but just shows that patience is the key. And yeah, Simon and the team and the owners are reaping the rewards for being a bit patient.
On Wednesday, how'd you go with that chainsaw?
Really good. I was hoping that you would be able to come over and help me clean up, but yeah, waited for a while, but you didn't front, so still got to clean up the mess.
You have to watch a few replays to see you chop one up every now and then. Well done, Paddy.
100%.
Excellent work. Paddy Carberry there. Scott Embry there is always a bit of back and forth, and it's Wiley Girl victorious in the first for Simon Miller.